Hello everybody and welcome back to another Sunday with another F1 2013 Classics race. Let's choose the Grand Prix, and today we shall go with an older car again from the 1980s. Let's go with the Williams. Why not? Yeah, we shall choose Mr. Prost. And the standard short weekend with one shot qualifying, 25% of the race. Everything seems good. We've did this here. We got through this. We totally destroyed everybody else on this one. So what's left is Imola. Italy, guys. Italy. So this is what I would expect the last of the classics videos in F1 2013. Maybe. And what I'm hoping for is that next weekend... Oh, look at this. Next weekend, let's give some better downforce in this car. I think I need it. I'm not actually sitting straight here. There we go, that's better. Next weekend, maybe the first co-op. The championship weekend thing. So, I'm looking forward to that. But let's not think about this right now. Let's do this. Oh, look at that. The downforce is killing me. Oh. You know what? I do have flashbacks, right? Yeah, I do. So, let's see if we can get some position that is not just dead last. Oh my good lord. Let's do that again. Rewind. Sorry, I am totally out of practice for the game and coming back to these hardest of cars to drive. It's not the easiest task in the world, but we shall live through it. We shall rise to the occasion. Take on the challenge the game gives us. And, you know, make some good video while we're at it. Oh, yeah, that was too hard. Too hard. Felt it. As my foot went down. 4.5 seconds behind already. Easy. Take it easy now. I don't know the track, which is an absolute handicap. Especially when it comes to these old cars. This seems to be the chicane that leads us into the finish. Very reminiscent of what Australia does with their track. I'm dead last. Just no question about it. Let's see if we can get a little bit better in the race. Although I highly doubt it, we will still gonna try. Oh man, oh man. Okay. Michael Schumacher is in first. Alan Jones and Alain Prost. We shall go now and do our best. Go, go, go! It was early on that first go. Oh yeah, the downforce I chose not to have. It really comes into play in this on these straights. Oh my god, first turn. Actually, no. Actually, let's just restart this session. Is it in session options? Yes. Oh, that's really hidden. Oh my god! I need to get my concentration hat on. And go. The guy seems to be floating, Alan Jones. His car doesn't touch the ground. Very careful. Oh my good lord, what is happening? Did they forget to put my tires on, or did they oil the track? Oh, I'm so afraid to do anything. How many laps do we have to do? 16. 16 laps, alright. The problem is totally with the acceleration in this car. The braking and turning, you know, that... it's all fine and dandy. You don't really get into trouble right there, but accelerating out of the turns, because you want to do that early, right? So you get as much speed on the straight as possible, but if you go at it just a bit too harsh, you just go off flying into outer space, and that's not usually something you want. Wow, look at that. Last time we dominated. And today I'm struggling to keep my car on track. Mr. Jones seems to have some problems though. If he keeps those problems up, we might have a chance of getting cozy with him. That was actually quite a nice turn. I like that. Oh, he locked his tire up right there. Did you see that? Oh man, the rubber he left on track. That should send some vibrations to his car. I don't think they modeled the physics that accurately though. But in real life, if you see somebody paint with rubber on the road in F1, they are gonna get vibrations. Because they flattened one part of their tire, so it's not round anymore. I experienced that, and probably a lot of other people with their kickboards. Since you don't have anything like ABS or something, if you step on a brake of a kickboard too hard, you know, it just goes stop and flattens on the ground. That's why you hear the kids when they are out with their kickboards, like click, 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 click. And that's what's happening in an F1 car, but a lot worse, because it's a lot heavier and a lot faster. Real life examples of sports, so you can understand. I mean, it wasn't that hard to understand to begin with, but Maybe you've experienced that. And just multiplied times much worse. And you get in an what an F1 car is like if you don't brake properly. But as I said, I don't think that's actually in the game. I feel like I can't really get closer to Jones. Which is clearly my bad. Okay, time for a pit stop.
Okay, we need to be targeting the low 1:38 range if we want to close the gap on the car ahead.
Yeah, I try, pit guy, race engineer.
We're only 2 seconds behind this guy, keep pushing.
I am, and it's not this guy, it's my teammate. Guy. Holy. It's very tough to not lose your mind. And you just can't get closer to a guy. And you know you would be able to if you just, drove a bit better. And then you try and then you spin and then you're scared until you lose time again. And it's a vicious cycle, really. Yes! Blinky McBlinkerson, I know I have to pit at the end of this lap. Jesus. Let me be. Mansell. Oh, too early on the brake. Oh, you can go full speed in this. They make this turn for you. How very good. Oh, I have to drive far. Okay. Faster. What a slow pit stop. I like the pit exit though. It's real simple.
You're on the prime tires, only one stop to go.
Okay, cold new tires. Keep that in mind. Mika Häkkinen is the guy ahead.
The gap is 15 seconds. 15 seconds to the next car.
Yeah, I can see that. Thanks. Oh. I'm looking forward to driving the modern cars. Wow! Jesus, look how much time I lost. Yeah, I'm always late on the acceleration there through the chicane. Because I'm scared to go any earlier. That's Jones, man. Just ask his engineer. You don't need to think. He's my teammate. You know. Ask somebody in the pit.
The car ahead is 3 seconds up on you.
Oh. I only lost a second from my pit stop to this, guys. So that's something, I guess. Step on it! Come on! Can I do like, you know, radio in the box or him directly and be like, I'm coming for you. And be afraid, and then he'll swivel around and drive all slow because he's scared of me. Some psychological war. Oh, wow.
We've had a look and we think Nakajima's due to pit within the next couple of laps.
I don't really care about Nakajima's pitting strategy. I want to get into Jones's head. .2 seconds. My racing goal for this race is catch Jones. If I had If I had episode titles that weren't just what the race is called, I would title this episode Me and Mr. Jones. See, from the song that has a similar title. That's some funny humor right there. Me and Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones. Alright. Okay. Holy shit. Wow. That was bad. I jumped on that accelerator. Ah, see, that's how you do it. I have 2 flashbacks left. A bit more than half of the race to go. I need to get my concentration head on again. Wow, look, they're in the 31s now. And I'm trying to get under 36. Close there. Oh. Very bad line from braking too late. Oh, look at that. Alright. Works so far. Increased the gap again. That was smooth. That was alright. Unfortunately, so was his turn. Okay, now don't screw this turn up. Easy.
The gap to the car ahead is around 2 seconds.
And it's kind of staying there, unfortunately. That was not good. Ah, it's the downforce I chose. I mean, it helps me stay on track a bit better, but there's so many straights. That I can never make up ground. Alright, easy now. Whoo, whoo, whoo. See that? Almost spinning again. How are my tires holding up? Actually quite good, so the problem has to be my driving that I keep spinning. Can't blame it on the tires. I have primes on, so they should hold up for a while. Primes, for those of you who don't know, don't follow me or F1 at all, just clicked on this video. Prime is always the term for the harder rubber tire. Not the other one, the softer one, is the option then. Since I'm on the prime, since it's harder, it's A, harder to keep temperature in them or warm them up in the first place. And this directly affects grip also, right? Harder tires, less surface contact with the road, less grip, right? And that also means they hold up for longer. And with the options, it's just everything in reverse. They don't hold as long, but they provide more grip. And they've done a good job of really making you feel the difference in this game. In the modern day races, 2013, and it's been a while like that, you do have to use both tire versions in a race. So you can't just, you would think, okay, I'll just use the options for the whole race then. But there's two problems with that. Of course, because the options don't hold up as long, you have to pit more and change the tires more often. And since a pit costs you, depending on the circuit, 20 to 30, around there, seconds, you need to make that up on the track with the tires. Otherwise, it's not worth it. The other problem, as I was explaining, is that in the modern days you have to use both tires. It's just a rule to make it a bit more interesting. Because, they forbid fuel stops. There's no refueling during the race of an F1 car. You need to bring all the fuel you need at the beginning of the race. When it wasn't like that, you could do strategy with less fuel. A kilogram of fuel is a lot of difference on the track. I think it's up to 1/10 of a second each kilogram. So you got that. You can't play with that anymore. Of course, there's still some leeway if you have a.
To catch up with the car ahead, the gap is around 5 seconds.
Oh no! I'm trying, guy. If you have a more efficient motor, you need to bring less fuel. Of course, there's a minimum weight requirement, so. There's that.
Pit in this lap. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Okay. Make it a bit snappier this time in the pits, will ya? Oh, man. I'm gonna miss Formula 1 over the winter. There's 3 or 4 races left now this year. I think India. Definitely Houston and Brazil. And I think I'm forgetting one race. So yeah. And then it's just over for the year. And I have to wait through winter with skiing and snowboarding. Snowboarding is not really something they televise here. So skiing, I guess, you know, is what has to keep me going through the winter. And if last year's are any indication, Swiss skiing is not what it once was. I'd rather watch some F1 cars with winter tires plowing through the snow. Or, you know, if they televised rally, that would be interesting. That was some unrealistic braking right there, Jesus. Okay. Come on, baby.
Release.
5.799 seconds.
You have no more scheduled pit stops, so look after your time.
I have no idea if that is good or if that is bad. I just don't know. Let's go with a rich fuel mix. Do I have enough fuel? Yeah, easy. Oh, keep it on the good line, man. Now it's go time. 4 laps to go. My car is lighter, less fuel in it, you know, since I've been driving the whole race. So that potentially means less weight in the back where the tank is. I think it's right behind the driver, at least nowadays. So since the fuel is kinda low right now, that means a lower point of, oh, what's that called in English? You know, the center of mass is lowered.
We believe the car ahead has a lot of fuel in reserve.
Together with there he is. Together with the center of gravity in terms of forward and backward along the long axis of the car,
So the next car is about 3 seconds.
it should be a bit more at the front, which could mean less oversteer since the back is not as heavy. But that's just speculation on my part, since A, I'm not sure where the fuel tank in these cars is, and B, I have no idea if they have it programmed this precise. And then also I could be making assumptions about physics of cars that are just totally wrong. What makes sense to me though, but you know, I'm not an engineer, I'm not a car guy. I like cars, don't get me wrong, but I'm not a car guy. So maybe the last 5 minutes were totally wrong. Everything I said wouldn't have been the first time. But it was at least interesting. At least I hope so. I found it interesting to hear my theory. Because I just baked that, you know, now that we're driving, I don't have notes of what car physics I want to talk about, because, well, then I would look them up before the race and holy, and then I would be sure of them, you know. since it has to be correct if it's on the internet. So children, if you're watching this for the engineering and physics lessons I give you, confirm this with other sources. I may not be the most reliable source of physics, although I have an understanding of some stuff. I wouldn't advise you to say that must be it. Anyway, back to the race. We're on the second to last lap, lap 15. I don't think we have any more chances of getting anywhere other than 10th, which is very sad. I really want to do better. The AI is set to intermediate. I used to win races in F1 2012 on hard difficulty. The second to hardest. But here, intermediate, man. Already too tough. Well, last time I just destroyed them, I guess. It's these 80s cars that I cannot get a hold of. Mr. Nigel Manson! I didn't get lapped. That's an improvement over the Jerez race. Schumacher fastest lap. Jesus. It was like almost 4 seconds faster than me around this. And I took about 94 seconds, so that's just about 5% faster over the whole lap. That's a lot. Well, I guess I'll need to train more. Or just say screw it and go into the modern cars and learn them. Because it's definitely a learning curve. Yeah, that's it. That's it. We lost top 10. At least. But we lost the race. I blame the car. Wow. I have almost gotten Alan Jones with the fastest lap. Almost. 25 points. That's not realistic. Guys, back then only the first 6 people got points. Oh well, this is it for today's episode, and if everything goes according to plan, also the last episode of the F1 2013 Classics for now. But yeah, until then, I say thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time. Bye!